I'm hanging out at Bedrock Coffee Roasters today and thinking about the important things of life. Like the television show Family Guy. There are people in the world that take their laptop computer or their notebook and sit in a coffee shop and work in front of the world to show the world, hey, what I'm doing is important, and everybody please take notice of me because, hey, I'm doing stuff and you should be watching me. I think a lot of people assume that because I put goofy stuff on the internet, that's what I'm up to. Not really. There are like 27,000 people or so in Nina, and maybe 3 people other than my wife will listen to this ramble. But I have a feeling that there are a lot more people than that are no longer with us here in Nina or here on Earth that are taking interest in what I'm trying to do for the world. So I guess this video is more for them than it is for other people. Because I believe that right now there are scribes writing down everything that I think, everything that I say, everything that I do. And I will be held accountable for all of that when the time is right. That could terrify a lot of people. Not me, not at all. I have embraced that so much. I live it each and every day. It's a powerful, peaceful, and freeing feeling. So, yeah. Yesterday, I spent the better part of an hour with an amazing human being. Like, I wish I could. Geography is not my strong suit. There's Water Street, so I'm looking for Forest. There it is. Oh my gosh. There's Forest. So on that street lives an amazing lady named Flo, and her better half is a gentleman named Emmanuel. They are about as opposite, from what I can tell, as day and night, but I have no doubt that they are the same in just the perfect ways as they are different in just the perfect ways. And that's what makes them perfect together. Kind of like me and my best girl, Andrea. So, yeah, I'm going to take a sip of coffee and then I'm going to read this letter because Grandpa Bob and my father, I know that they're always reading over my shoulder. Good day to you, Emmanuel. Yesterday, I spent a fine hour of my life enjoying a cup of coffee with Flo, and today I'm going to do the same with you. Well, in a way, my favorite way to communicate will always be the written word. It is a rare man these days that has time to read or write a letter. Here is to a life well lived as rare men. A toast to you and your family today. Gabe's dad, Gerald Van Ryken. To Emmanuel Bruno. Today I'm sitting alone in a brightly lit coffee shop on Cecil Street called Bedrock. They sell a blend of coffee that is my wife's favorite. Andrea is her name, and she has a love for coffee that can only be described as passionate. I was never a coffee drinker until she convinced me otherwise. Having a cup of coffee with her is always one of the best parts of my day. She also has about 100 types of tea for the afternoon and evenings. When Flo was overseas in France, my thoughts turned to you when she sent me pictures of beautiful cities, buildings, castles, and the artwork of France. My thoughts were, even though you and Flo were half a world apart, you are always together. That is the way it is with my wife. Even though the chair across from me is not occupied, I can see my wife sitting there. One of the major reasons I love this particular coffee shop in town is that there are a lot of people strong in faith that come here. I've learned that people that are often I have learned that people that are often alone and still uncommonly kind are often people of faith. You are who you hang out with, is what I tell my sons. People that dedicate time each day for faith are also rare in this day and age. Who has time for such things? Well, I do, and maybe you do as well. My wife, Andrea, is the opposite of me in so many ways, and it is why we are such best friends. We are alike in many very important ways, too. We both love to write. It is our true passion. There is a future in which I see the four of us gathered together, enjoying a cup of tasty coffee or tea and each other's company. My wife thinks you are a bit of a man of mystery, and she is always looking to meet extraordinary characters in real life, not just in her books. I have never met someone that reads as much as my Andrea. She consumes books much like my young boys consume potato chips or grandma's cookies. Yum, 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 yum. Your dearest Flo gave me your telephone number for my Friends of Nina initiative. Hopefully, this letter reaches you before a random kind text message on Sunday. I have not been making many friends since I have been married. I just love time with my wife that much. But I want to share her with others. She is that amazing. Flo thinks you are amazing too, sir. I hope we all have a cup of coffee soon. Your friend of Nina, Gabe's dad, Gerald Van Ryken.